And that was when the very first seed was planted. Alright guys, so today I'm going to give you a little bit of backstory behind my life and share with you my first experience relating to entrepreneurship, my first intro to business, and the realization that you can make money doing something for other people. Now this was years and years ago. I didn't really know anything about entrepreneurship, of course, nothing about business. I didn't even really work a job at all at that point either, so I just had no idea about anything about money. And this really wasn't the one experience that changed everything for me necessarily, but that was the first seed that was planted, and that is what allowed me to eventually want to absorb more information and look into business more and entrepreneurship, and eventually led to that one thing that really changed everything for me, which I can get into in another video. But this experience, I partnered up with my buddy. I know you can't really see from this camera angle. Let me move you down here. So I do all of my work on a custom-built computer. Now, I will likely, or I've been wanting to make a video sort of showcasing it because I'm pretty proud of it. It's pretty cool, but I do all my work on a custom-built computer. And years and years ago, I worked a summer job, and my best friend was building a custom computer for himself. And I thought, oh, that's awesome. I want to go do that for myself too. I worked an entire summer full-time, doing hard labor pretty much, and then I eventually saved up enough money to buy all the parts I needed to build my computer by the end of the summer and into the next school year. So after all that time, I finally bought my computer and I built it, and I loved it. It was super cool. And from there, a couple of my other friends started building them too, and we all would game on our computer together and play like Minecraft and other games, which is also another story for another time, but not something I do anymore. Now I use it as a workstation. But I saw my other friends getting interested in it and building their computers as well, and I was just hanging out with one of my friends one day who bought a really nice computer, put it together, and we thought, hey, you know, we wanted to do it, all of our other friends wanted to do it, there's probably other people out there that want to do it too. And there was sort of that initial light bulb that went off in our heads, and we thought, alright, we can go do this for people, we can find people who are interested, we can buy all the parts for them, and put the computer together for them, and then they have the computer. Because really what people wanted was a super fast, super cool, awesome gaming computer, but they didn't want to learn how to try to figure out how to build it. Everything they went into it, all that boring stuff, the hard stuff in their eyes, they just wanted the end result. So we thought, hey, we could order the parts, we do all the hard work, deliver the product, and get paid for it. And that was our business model. That was our idea. Now, I actually really enjoy putting together computers, and it's very interesting. When I first started, it was a super, super complicated thing that I could never figure out how to do. It seemed way over my head, but after doing it one or two times, it's actually an extremely simple process. So I highly recommend you learn how to put together a computer. Go take yours apart, and don't screw anything up though, because there's always one or two things that screw up. But that was our idea. And this was the first time I had ever got introduced to business. My friend had a decent idea how to use WordPress, so he put together a WordPress site. We named ourselves Domain PCs. I'm actually not sure if the domain's up anymore, if our website's up, but we thought that was a pretty clever name. We had a nice order form. We had ways that they could select their parts, send it in over email, things like that. Looking back, it was probably something that we could have had some more fun with running some Facebook ads and paid traffic, things like that, but we knew nothing about that at that time. And we did this for a couple months, and we got 2 customers actually. One was my friend's grandma, interestingly enough. We built her a Hackintosh, which is a PC build with macOS software loaded onto it. And we got another one of our friends actually. So 2 personal connections. And we were like, yeah, this is awesome, we're going to keep going. And it turns out we got no more business. So Domain PCs pretty much just fizzled out. We had our fun. We had the idea to make a business, to do something. We put the work into a website. We built a couple computers for people, and then just sort of didn't try anymore because we didn't really think about it. We weren't serious about it, of course, and we were pretty much clueless about everything at the time. But that first experience was fantastic because it, like I said, it planted that first seed that allowed everything else to grow from. And looking back, see, the biggest struggles with that, we didn't allow customers to find us, There was no way for people to know what we were doing, and on top of that, it was a super niche market that not necessarily probably a whole lot of people would be interested in, and also it's a very high-ticket product, so it would have been really hard to navigate and figure out. Although it could be done, people do it, but the thing with that is those companies who actually provide that service are top of the line, and of course harder to compete with. But that was our first business model. It was really, really neat, and it led me down this road where eventually I am I built a full-time income business that's providing for me every single day, and I'm providing value to companies nationwide. And that was the first seed that was planted. So just want to share that quick story with you guys. Go out there, get a lemonade stand, you know, start a small business, do a yard sale, things like that. But that was my first real taste into entrepreneurship. So with that, I'm signing off. I post on here every other day, so be sure to subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and come back here in a couple days, and I will see you guys then. See ya.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this.